your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs out of the front.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
The Boilermakers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's got it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Branch. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was missed.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Ducks are in the red zone. Might as well give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll send out the kicker here. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The play-action fake. Can't hang on, it's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be third down. Jackson gonna throw it. Bringing the heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Branch.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Completion to the right. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly where they had to get 6.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Got the first down, looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Watson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Jackson will throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Purdue! On to attempt the try.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Boise State is currently ahead of this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They're up by 7 over Utah State.
Going with the ground game left.
If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now on second down. Back to pass. Immediately fires to the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Quickly to the tight end. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Boilermakers will snap it on first and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Pickett.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Jackson will throw. It's caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. There he goes! Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this center downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Oh, they're after him! Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels, not able to connect with the
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quick strike complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Jackson gonna throw it. Here's a heat. Got rid of it just in time.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
He's got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the try is no good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He'll try the left side. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the grab. It's low. Out across the 30. Steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
He'll go to the sneak. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option. The give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Jackson will throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Toss to the left. Powers through the defender.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem of the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Jackson gonna throw it. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Really nice job by the defense because they're doing their part, especially these last 2 drives now. Trailing here in the 2nd half, but not by much. And they know if they just keep getting it back to their offense, good things are going to happen. Really nice job on 3rd down that time. Getting the sack and now giving their offense another chance.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The short hands, it's Moore. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped it. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Ducks! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They get enough push, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. Need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too?
We knew this defense was going to be physical in this game. How about that hit on the tight end after a nice gainer preventing him from getting the first down?
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Under fire. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. There he goes. Open it up. They will get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down.
And they try to pass forward, and they complete the pass, and you just need a little second effort, something to break a tackle and maybe get in the end zone, but they weren't able to get it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Jackson will throw. Lets it fly. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Going to swing it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Quick toss to the right. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The short hands, it's Moore. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
He'll keep it on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. That is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
Man, that was going to be a bomb. There are a lot of NFL kickers that wouldn't make that field goal.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Boilermakers are in the hurry-up.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Finds his man in the middle. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Rushes on him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This field goal would make it a one-possession game, and the crowd trying to get in this guy's head. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. A few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. One-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Darren.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down on the ice, they should be able to kneel this one out.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship. And